Hi.
Hi. So, my book is fully edited. I'm just looking for a publisher now. So it's called Elegushi Beach, To Nigeria with Love. And just doing a scene where her son had been in an accident on his bicycle, and she's rushing to his side just to see how he's doing. And it's kind of shows like how she was treated in the past by her ex, and now she's got this new guy in her life who's really charming and sweet and says all the right things to her, and basically that's what this scene is kind of about.
Okay.
At Valley Hospital, Lorna dashed into the ER where she was informed that the doctor, whom she'd only had a slight acquaintance with, was still examining Kolby. The receptionist handed her some forms to fill out and directed her to the waiting area. When she was done with the paperwork, she called Rodney, Kolby's dad. "What is it now, Lorna?" he snapped as soon as he heard her voice. "I don't exactly like talking to you either, Rodney," she bit back. "I just thought you'd like to know Kolby was in an accident." What happened?" he demanded. "I was told What do you mean you were told? Weren't you there?" Rodney interrupted. "No, I was home. Why couldn't the man ever just be nice to her? He's old enough to play in the subdivision. He was racing bikes with his friends, and when he looked back at Jackson and Richie, he ran into a car that was stopped at a sign or something like that." She was stammering. "I don't know exactly, but the officer said he was okay. I'm waiting for the doctor to update me now." Excuse me. "Well, you should have been watching him," Rodney insisted. "You can't ever do anything right, can you?" Tears sprang to her eyes at the accusation. He was one to talk. He hadn't watched his son in years. "I don't need this from you right now," Lorna hissed, so furious. She jumped up and paced around the waiting room like a wild woman, oblivious of the other people watching her. "So where did they take him?" "Valley." "Well, I can't get there right now. Call me after you talk to the doctor." Then he started in on her again. "How could you be so stupid?" Lorna realized she didn't want to listen to him anymore, so she hung up. She spent a minute or two taking a few deep breaths and wiping her eyes. Rodney and his opinions definitely weren't worth crying over. There was only one person she wanted to speak to besides Kolby at this moment. She had finally signed up for Peasy, saved the number for the calling card company on her cell, and had put him on speed dial number 1. As soon as Shola answered, Lorna burst into tears again. "Hi," she managed to choke out between sobs. "Baby, hey." His voice was calm and strong at the same time. "Hey," he gently urged. "Tell me what's going on." Lorna drew in a deep, long, shuddering breath, but it didn't help. "Shh, baby, please, stop crying and talk to me," his gentle accent breaking through. After a bit, she did calm down some. Just hearing his voice helped. "Kolby was in an accident. The police officer said it was minor, but they haven't let me see him yet." "Baby," he soothed her, "it's going to be all right. I'm scared. I called Kolby's father and he accused me of being stupid and neglectful." She almost started crying again. Baby, look." His voice was stern yet soothing. "This is what you're going to do. The officer said he was okay, right?" "Yes," she repeated weakly. "Good." He paused, letting her compose herself a bit more. "Then we will trust God that he's okay. Now take another deep breath." His voice was like liquid peace poured over her searing guilt. She took a deep breath. "I'm there with you, baby. Do you feel my arms around you?" "Yes, I do." "So good. Now, you won't cry anymore or panic. You will just wait to see what the doctor has to say." He continued reassuring her, not letting her speak. "This is not your fault. Kolby is a 10-year-old boy, hanging out with his friends, riding bikes, doing what boys do. Things just happen sometimes, so don't worry." "I won't, baby," she assured him. "You've given me peace of mind." "Good. Now promise me you will not blame yourself and that you will never allow that jerk to belittle you again."